Hi, everyone. It's Tran Bowie. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, unfortunately, because of the pandemic, many of our overseas trips were grounded, but I am so happy. Actually, I'm super excited to report that we are going to Greece in 2021. So, in just a moment, I am going to introduce you to our host of this amazing retreat. This is Kwavi, who is a midlife coach, but also plans luxury retreats for women, especially in midlife. And I'll admit, I'm totally in midlife next year, turning 50. So this is really a special treat for us. And so let me get her in now. There she is, the lovely Kwavi. Hi.
Hi,
So,
hi.
Kwavi, you know what? We were supposed to be going on this trip next
Yes,
month. So you have the new dates for us, right?
yes, I do have some new dates. So we're going to be going next year in September from the 9th through the 15th, 2021. It was supposed to be next month, but COVID came along and changed all of that. And it's okay. We're
Yes.
still going to make the trip. It's just going to be next year.
Yeah, we'll have more time to plan now. Uh,
Yes.
so let me just start with COVID. You're also a travel planner.
hmm
So with COVID, we can't predict what's going to happen next year, but
hmm
tell us what the current situation now, especially with traveling overseas.
Well, it depends. In some places, you can actually travel, and what they'll request is that you get a COVID test done. 40, some places are like 48 hours, some are 72 hours before you travel, and they'll let you come in. Actually, right now, you can actually travel to Greece. Greece is letting people come in. It's just that you have to have, the COVID test done just before coming in. So,
Okay. What are
yeah.
some other places that allow travel right now?
U.S. Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos, Egypt. Yeah. So there are some places that are letting people come in.
Okay, and people are actually going?
Yeah, people are going. hmm
Okay. And
Yeah.
the rates are low. I'm already planning. So, so the rates are pretty low. Is it a good time
The
now?
rates the rates are low, but they're not as low as they were in the summer.
Okay.
Like in the summertime, they were much lower because very few people were going, but people are now venturing out,
Okay.
which is
So let's
good.
get to the fun stuff.
Yes.
Why Greece? Why did you pick Greece for this retreat?
So I picked Greece because of the culture. Now, whenever I organize a retreat, it's important to me that we go somewhere that has something different, some culture, the food. And Greece fits that. So I've done Thailand, I've done Morocco, I've done Bali. So there has to be something different in all the places that I pick. And I looked at Greece, I'm like, Greece has this amazing culture, great people. The food is like amazing. And then just the views. I mean, it's just an island unto itself. I'm like, we have to go there.
Yeah, I think that my Facebook page last year was just flooded with photos of people in Mykonos and Santorini. It seemed like everyone went to Greece last year, and I was
Uh-huh.
so jealous because the pictures were just amazing. Um,
Wow.
so let me just talk. You
Okay.
are uh, a life coach for women in midlife,
Yes,
which
correct. hmm
it's really funny when I think about it. When I was younger, and I looked at my mom and her friends at age 40, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're old. Today, age 40, when I meet someone in their 40s, I'm like, oh, she's just a baby. So we don't
Yep.
want to look at midlife as a time to stop. And what I think is happening is there are women who out there who are saying, I don't have time. I have obligations.
Mm,
My kids are in school. I have to work. I can't
yeah.
take this much time off. This is too expensive. But especially now more than ever, it's
Yeah.
time to go.
I think so. I mean, like you, when I was much younger, I was like, oh, 40, 50. Yeah. Listen, I'm 52 now, and feel like life has just started. And I really want to encourage women that are in this age group that are thinking that their life is over, which can happen because of, culturally, the media, just it doesn't portray midlife as an exciting time. In other words, they actually portray that time as a time when people you need to, just kind of shut down and, just stop doing things. But I really want to encourage women to just start, you know, going after their dreams if they haven't achieved them. Keep on traveling if you want to. Start a new career if you want to. Write a book if you want to. I mean, you're still living, you know. And to me, that's a blessing in itself. So why not? And my goal with a lot of women is I want women to live a regret proof life. I
Mhm.
want you to just go for your dreams. And it doesn't matter what others say. Do you?
Yeah, and especially, now when we were younger, we were afraid to try something new for fear of failure. I think when you get into your midlife, okay, so what? I didn't do well. I didn't succeed at that. It's okay.
Yeah. And then the thing is, if you didn't succeed at it, you have two choices. You can do it, tweak it, and do it again, or you can decide, I've done it, I'm done. But at least you did it. And that is one thing you can say at the end that, oh, I tried it, and not have that feeling of, I wish I had, I should have. You're not going to have that issue.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, for me, when we talked about this trip, I'm like, that's a long time. That 7 days is a lot. Like, who's going to take the kids here? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? And then I just, said, you know what? My husband, Scott, here, Scott, this block off this week and try to figure it out. So, the other thing about the travel is we can do this ourselves. Like I can get
Yeah,
online, I
yeah,
can do
you can
my
do that.
little research, and I can talk to people and get their travel plans. But there are people who are not willing to do it, don't want to do it.
Right.
And I mean, and you kind of have the scoop, like you have the end, you can get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And I think it's kind of cool to like have someone else plan it, because then there are surprises.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. And see, that's my jam. I love being able to just organize everything from beginning to end. I mean, all they have to worry about is getting to the airport. That's all. Once it gets to the airport, they are picked up and the adventure begins. Even before then, we have a series of meetups before that virtually where we talk about what's going to happen. I give them a packing list. If they have any fears or concerns, I address them. And I just get them into that vibe of travel. They're into it. And I tell them things about the country that they need to prepare for. And if they have any concerns, they get addressed.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Just especially women are busy, so let the expert take care of it.
Yeah.
I want to let everyone who's watching right now, if you have any questions, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, just
Yes.
type your questions below. Kwavi will get you the
Yes.
answers as soon as possible. So
Yes.
definitely tune in. I mean, chime in with any of your questions, because I
Yes.
totally understand. I have a lot of questions too. So let's look at the retreat itself. What do you
Yes.
have planned for us?
All right. So one of the things I love to do whenever I have a retreat is I like for the participants to get to know that town. So there are certain cities within Mykonos that we'll be visiting. We'll also be doing a cooking class, which is a staple for all my retreats. We have to learn some kind of dish. I do have a private chef that I
Wow.
have hired to take care of all our culinary needs. If you have any allergies or anything or dietary guidelines, all those are taken care of. You give me because what I always do is I always ask people ahead of time, what are some of the things you don't eat, you do eat, whatever your preference is. I get to know everything. So we'll be doing that. I've also hired a photographer, a fabulous photographer. Oh my goodness, her pictures are amazing. And we're going to have mini photo shoot. Everyone's going to have a photo session.
Oh, wow.
Glam up. Yeah, and I mean the view of
Yeah.
right now it's just beautiful. It's like you can't take a bad picture. There's no way. And then you add a fabulous photographer on top of that. Uber amazing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna have a yacht trip. We're gonna be on the yacht and just kind of sail. And then we're gonna do some other things that I can't mention because that's gonna be a surprise.
Surprises. And you're talking about the food and everything, but because you are a life and wellness coach, you're going to keep us on track too when it comes to
Within reason. Yeah. And see, the thing is, my goal also too is when I do take these trips, I'm not going to say, oh, you can't have this, you can have that. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it sensibly. So it's going to, and you have to remember too, that Greek, they have the Mediterranean diet. We're good.
Right.
We're good. We're not going to be eating processed food. So we're good.
You know what? I like to choose my trips based on food. So I love that this is a place I just love Greek food.
Oh my goodness.
Anything associated with that. All right. So how many spots? Let's go through the details.
Yes.
How many spots do you have available? Where are we staying?
Okay, so the villa, oh my God, it's a private villa right by it. It has a private pool. It has like two pools, a regular pool and then an infinity pool. And I love the way the villa is designed. It has a lot of outdoor spaces that can be converted to indoor. So just amazing. And we have 10 rooms, 10 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. And one of the goals that I've always said when I created actually one of the reasons why I created the retreats is I wanted women to have their own space. So unless they wanted to have a roommate, which is fine, which some people are doing, that's okay. However, my goal is to give women their own bathroom and their own bedroom, to have that space away if they wanted to. So everyone has that. And then the views are just, and so we can have dinner outside because they have a dining table outside. So we can have dinner out there. And, I told you about the private chef that'll be coming to prepare all the meals. So that's going to be exciting. And we have someone that will be doing yoga. We'll do yoga while we're there, out there. And it's just going to be an amazing, it's like what I do also, and Tran, you're going to help me with this because I've always done this on my own, where whenever I go, I normally go like a day before and I do like a video of a reveal of where we're staying.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you'll be doing that because I normally do that myself. And it's so fun. I've gotten a lot of people attend my retreats because of that. Because when they've seen that, they're like, oh, I want to go the next time. And then they've signed up for the next one. So we're going to do a reveal of the villa. So you get to see everything and the views and then the sunsets. I'm looking forward to us just chilling outside and just watching the sunrise and the sunset.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I've ever stayed in a villa. So
it's going to be beautiful.
The reveal as well. So, okay. Deadline to sign up, because right now you have 5 spots left.
Yes.
Is that correct?
So as soon as possible. However, I am doing a special right now, which runs until November the 15th, because essentially we're actually supposed to be, we're going to be in Greece from September the 9th through the 15th, 2021. So in honor of that, I'm actually running a special until September the 15th, 2020 now, where you get $500 off. So normally it's $1,000 to reserve your spot. But during this special, you'll only need $500 to reserve your spot.
Okay.
In addition to that, there are payment plans. So you can pay in 3 months, in 6 months, or 9 months. Now, everything has to be paid by August 1st. So if you sign up late for whatever, if we still have spots, you sign up, the 3, 6, 9 months is contingent upon when you sign up. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're giving us plenty of time to
Oh yeah. And then, we already have some people already signed up. So that's exciting. So, and what I plan to do, and you're going to be part of this, Tran, is we're going to be having regular virtual meetups. We're going to be talking about different things that we're going to do, things to prepare. When you want to start planning your flights, the options, I'll give you options for flights. And I always tell everyone on my that comes to the retreat to send me their reservation before they make the booking, if they want to do it themselves. I always like to see that, because sometimes the time difference sometimes is not very clear, and sometimes you might end up getting there too early or too late. Okay. So I always like to look at everything, and then I'll tell, oh, hi, Michelle.
And Michelle, then come on.
Oh, really?
She needs to join us. Okay. So I'm like being super optimistic about next year. So I don't want to be a Cooper. Okay. But what happens if we're not able to travel again?
So this is what I'm asking all the participants to do. They have to purchase travel insurance. Everyone has to do that. I can do it for them, but everyone has to purchase that, and that will cover them in case something happens. I'm being optimistic like you are, but we just never know. And that way you're covered for your flight and everything, just in case. And that will cover your fee with me too. And then what I always tell people is, if you can't travel now, you can just use that towards the next trip, because it's going to open up at some point, so.
Okay. Well, so think mull this over, everyone. We're going to have the website, and feel free to ask Kwavi questions, because I asked a ton of questions too. So 2021 September seems so far away, but I'm already like, it's just getting me excited. It's
Oh
giving me
yeah.
something to look forward to.
Oh yeah.
So what Kwavi was saying is, I will be joining you to do live reports. I have never ever had a chance to do this before, so I'm super excited about this on location in Greece. But we will be doing live reports starting now, really.
Yes.
We'll remind you about this trip coming up, and then once you join this uh, retreat, then we're going to do a lot of personal, like, meetings, but also videos, just to get you prepared, because there's nothing worse than jumping into something and having no clue, and then you show
Yeah.
up and you're like bringing the weird, you're not bringing the right outfits, you don't
Oh
know
no,
what
no.
with the
Oh no, we
food.
don't have that. Oh no, no, none of that. Because I give you everything. In fact, what we do at the end, we also have hi Lynn. What we
Okay,
do is,
she says I'm ready. Come on.
yeah. Oh, and then what we do, we always have a farewell party. I always have that in all my retreats. So we are having a farewell party in Greece, and it's going to be all white. So get your white
Okay,
outfits
you're
ready.
white. You do love your white. All right. Well, also, and I'm putting this out for our participants, my production company will be shooting videos throughout the retreat. And so at the end of it, we are going to present everyone at the retreat with a wrap-up video. So that'll be our gift to you, and all your participants. And I'm super excited about that as well. So
Can you imagine those memories?
I
I'm
know.
like, you'll be rocking in your 80s and 90s, and you're like, come on, grandkids, let me show you what I did in Greece.
So excited. Well,
Oh
we're
my
looking
goodness.
forward to it. And we're going to bring all kinds of information before
Oh goodness.
the trip.
Listen, I think about this as a gift to yourself. You've done so much for it. Some of you are married, you've done a lot. Some of you have, you have kids, you've done so much. You have, busy careers. You've done a lot with that. This is your time to kind of focus on you. Think about this as a gift to yourself. And
Yes.
a gift that allows you, because one of the reasons why I started doing retreats is I wanted to give women a space where they could feel safe. Because in addition to us having fun, I also use it as an opportunity to coach women so that they realize that spark that probably they haven't really fanned the flames of and is kind of dimming. I get them to start sparking those flames so that they can shine again, because we all have gifts. And sometimes we forget because we're doing so much for others that we don't even realize that, oh, you know what? We're not doing what we're meant to do. I want women to come into and just be who they're meant to be and show up in the world, shining brightly, as opposed to like, oh, I can't do this, I can. Yes, you can. And then it's like when you step into that role, you're like, oh my goodness, why didn't I do this before? And then you don't have the distractions of spouses or kids or pets or career. You're in Greece. And all you have to do is think about yourself. And I also want people to realize that while they're there, I also give you private time. You can do whatever you please, because I don't have like an itinerary. You do this, 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 this. No, this is time for you to also, self-reflection, to do whatever you please. So you have that free time to lounge by the pool if you want to, catch up with your family if you want to, read a book, laze around. Because we have things in the morning, and then the afternoon is normally free. And then in the evening, we go on these amazing adventures into town.
Oh my gosh, it sounds perfect. And for those of you who don't know Kwavi, she really is like this all the time, just positive energy, just kind of reminding us that it's okay, giving yourself approval to
Yeah,
yourself,
seriously.
and just show up. So we're expecting you to show up with us at Greece,
Show up. Yeah.
and if not, just join us on all the videos.
Yeah.
So we're going to end it with that. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for doing this, Kwavi. I may start like packing my bag now just to.
Oh yeah.
Excited. All right. Have a great day, everyone.
All right.
Michelle Thomas said yes, she is. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right then. Thank you guys for listening. Take care.
Bye-bye.